EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of a great run. Only one loss in their last 10 games. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Goes right back to McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Second and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. Caught left side. Bennett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. Gibbs. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense,
touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals nothing.
5 plays there on that drive. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the Lions' 48-yard line.
Check.
Now a first carry here for the running back. 20. 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their second possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
19. Here we go. Past the 60. Free.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. You look at this Arizona defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nifty move. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Ready? Let's go. 19.
Throwing is Arsenault from the gun on third down. Under And he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for Lions. First down.
60 Eagles. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The Lions have 13-3 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
14 yards. And the Lions first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Perkins. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bennett. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Red. 18 cops.
Off play action. Perkins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add 6 to their lead.
His kick is good.
What's good on the extra point? And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Cardinals 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 17.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Perkins. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, he'll drop the throw. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Okay, ready? Back to 60. Ready, right?
Back to throw again. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right. You can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
No, no. Alert, alert.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, second. 19, 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Perkins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
14 more
Hold
yards.
it,
That's good for our Lions. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and goal.
Viking,
At the
18.
9-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Arian Smith from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Looks good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cardinals 21.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, what a move. They're shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Got
It's
it.
a
Ready?
gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Up. Hey, check that.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 3rd and 4. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is not to get the 3rd down. They got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20.
60
First down.
Back to throw. Perkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Perkins. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 17.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time because they can take a lot of time off the clock.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Arian Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how a drive is supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
T. Higgins. A gain of 4.
Back to throw here. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
And he's got this down to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
10 more yards.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now back to throw. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Come on. Hey. 70,